The Wild Robot is a new animated family adventure film that I went to the theaters to go see over the weekend because I was really curious about this one because this while the story does seem derivative, it does seem sweet, and I do love the animation that is on display within this film, and the voice cast seems pretty tight, if I must say. The Wild Robot is about this robot named Roz. She gets dropped off in the wilderness, and then she eventually has to take care of this little goose that hatches out of the egg and raise it. And even though all the other animals are scared of her and don't want nothing to do with her, she eventually earns all of their respect by the end of the movie. Honestly, I really love this film. This is probably one of the best animated films in a long time, especially the week after we got Transformers 1, which to me is probably my favorite animated film that came out this year. But to me, this is the best animated film to come out this year. To me, this movie is further proof of what Guillermo del Toro was trying to say, is that animation is cinema. It is not a genre for kids. It is a medium. And the way they used animation as a medium in this film just further proves that. This is the type of film that we needed. This movie is made by Dreamworks, which also makes sense because the animation does resemble the animation of Puss in Boots. We get to see this type of animation through different contexts and different lens. And like I said, this movie is a little bit derivative of movies like, let's say, The Iron Giant, E.T., but it still manages to be its own thing, and it treats its themes and story with respect. This movie is really a human story about parenthood, community, but it's also, in a way, still a sci-fi film because they don't lean on it too much, but you do see that this world might be a bit apocalyptic, and so the humans, they went somewhere and created these little robots, and one of them gets dropped in the wilderness somehow, and so the robot has to learn to be human and take care of something, and that's where the whole parenthood aspect comes in, and it does get heavy at times. Peter Nyong'o plays the voice of the robot, which I'll admit I already kind of knew going into this movie, but halfway through the movie I forget that's even her. Throughout the whole movie, I was trying to figure out who plays the voice of the fox, and I didn't know to the end credits that was Pedro Pascal. The voice of the little goose, he was awesome. Bill Nighy, he plays the voice of Longneck, and I didn't know who that was until I saw the credits, and yeah, this was definitely the role for him. Mark Hamill, he plays the voice of the bear, which I definitely did not recognize, but hey, that's just how good of a voice actor Mark Hamill is. I think Catherine O'Hara, she plays the voice of the mother otter within this film, and she had one of my favorite jokes in this movie that was a little bit dark. There's a lot of dark jokes about death within this film, but her joke in particular, basically, there was a bit where she's talking about, I have 7 kids, and then one of them gets eaten, and she's like, well, now 6. And I'm like, what the hell? This movie is definitely made for everyone. Kids will appreciate it, adults will appreciate it, parents will appreciate this. I'm glad it made money over the weekend, but this is me suggestion, people. Please go see this movie. Take your kids to go see it, and even if you don't got no kids, go see this. This is the type of animated movie that probably would have been made in the 90s and maybe early 2000s. It's different. It has something to say. It's meaningful. This movie proves that animation is not just for kids. Like I said, Transformers 1 is still my favorite animated movie of the year, but this movie is easily the best animated movie to come out this year, and so this movie easily gets the hands up emoji from me because it is a masterpiece. This is your boy Bankful B from the Lassiter Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands, peace.